All right. So can I get your name, please?
Christopher Smith, Kristoffersmith.
Okay. Do you drive?
Yes, I do drive.
Okay. Do you text and drive?
I text and drive frequently.
Frequently?
Yes.
How frequently would you say in a week? How many times?
At least once every time I get in the car, at least. But usually I'm not texting. Usually I'm reading my sports apps while I drive.
Okay. And do you have any children?
Yes, I do have children.
So do you do this with the children in the car?
Generally not, because I don't drive them to daycare.
Okay.
The daycare that I take my kids to is only a minute away from the house, so usually I don't have time to read anything in that 1 minute drive it takes to get to daycare.
Okay. How many people do you think drive and text in America?
I think pretty much everybody drives and texts, unless you're old.
Yeah.
If you grew up in the age of technology, you're probably driving and texting.
Yeah. How many people do you think die a year in America alone from texting and driving?
I'm sure it's a lot. But then I'm also sure it's a lot of people that die doing a lot of other things where they're driving too.
Yeah.
You know, people eat, people put on makeup, people spill coffee, they fumble around looking for a CD or an iPod or something, trying to play music.
Yeah.
So, I mean, or they were rubbernecking looking at the other wreck that's on the side of the road, and then they have a wreck, you know. So I think there's a lot of reasons why people are having wreck.
All righty, Mr. Smith. Well, I appreciate your time. So, how long you been driving?
About 3 years now.
3 years? That's good. Do you text and drive often, or?
Like like if my mom texts us, yeah, but like not regular. Well, yeah, regularly too, but sometimes.
Like mainly only if it's important?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. How many people do you think text and drive?
Damn, like around 30% of teenagers or something.
30% teenagers? So how many people do you think die from texting and driving in the U.S. alone?
Damn, like around 3,000 maybe.
3,000?
A year too.
Yeah, that's a pretty good number. So, do you drive?
Yes.
Do you text and drive?
Yes.
How many times do you think you text and drive a week?
3 times.
3 times? Like exactly? That sounds pretty specific. How many people do you think text and drive in the U.S.?
Many people.
Many people?
Yes.
What do you think, like mostly everyone?
Mm-hmm.
How many people do you think die from texting and driving in the U.S. alone?
A lot of people.
A lot of people?
Yes.
You don't maybe have like an accurate number that you
No.
might want to come up with? Or, oh, okay. So you just think a lot of people die?
Maybe about 4,000 people.
4,000 people? Sounds like a lot. So do you think they should put like a banned rule or something, like besides the law we have in place already? Do you think we should put like another rule on texting and driving?
Well, people are still not going to listen.
Yeah. All right, can I get your name?
My name is Jacoby Sanders.
All right, do you drive?
Yeah, I drive.
All right, how long you been driving?
Since I was in 8th grade.
So you're in 8th grade?
Yeah.
Do you text and drive?
No, it's bad to text and drive. So that's why.
Bad to text and drive. So have you ever texted and drive before?
I mean, before, yeah, I have, but like, just like, all the time now.
Do you ever do it with like other people in the car?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. Okay. How many people do you think text and drive in the U.S.?
About 80%.
80% of people in the U.S.?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good number. I say that's about right. How many people do you think die in America alone from texting and driving?
About 50, 60%.
50, 60, how much? Percent?
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So do you recommend texting and driving for even the most expert drivers?
No, I don't think nobody should text and drive. It's bad.
Nobody should text and
Anything can
drive.
happen.
So do you think there's ever an appropriate time to text and drive? Like if it's from someone special or something like that?
Nah, to be honest, if you have to text and drive, you should just like pull over somewhere or something and text, but not driving and texting at the same time.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate it.